What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video here today on the channel, and today we have some clips of some women having some bad dates. Now in these clips you talked about women kind of not making good decisions when it comes to dating chads, dating the top level men, and that is what we have here today. And we will go through and figure out exactly what's going on here. So sit back, relax, grab you a snack, get you a beverage. If you could hit that subscribe button. I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I really would appreciate that. And hey, my name is Rat Boy. Let's get into it.
What's that around your mouth?
Nothing.
What kind of person would eat the spaghetti Jesus? Have you no shame?
Sorry. I got high at one of the booths and I got the munchies.
This miracle was meant to be shared by all of Christendom.
God, I feel sick. Brr.
Yes. Give us back our holy relic.
So I was supposed to have a date tonight at 7 p.m. It is now 7:43 p.m. and as you can see, I am not on my date. I am at home with my dog. Why is it that you ask? Oh, because the date I was supposed to go on that was confirmed, the time and place. Oh, he has magically disappeared. Yeah, I had texted him to let him know I was going to be running like 2 minutes behind. I had a work call that ran late. And my text didn't go through. Weird. So I called. Straight to voicemail. We all know what the fuck that means. That means I have been stood up and blocked minutes before my date. Got fully ready to go. Didn't think twice about it because he was texting me up until about 4:40. Just shot a little over 2 hours before the date. Somebody make it make sense before I fucking lose my...
So as you can see, this woman is well past the wall. She's still dating. She's still on the dating apps. She is hooking up with random men. And whenever you're hooking up with 10, 11 different men a month, sometimes even more, it's hard to keep track. Whenever you hit this age, a lot of guys are going to swoop in and you take the free samples as it were. But whenever you're getting ran through by 10, 11, 12 dudes and it's just back to back to back, eventually you're going to come across the Chad who has other priorities. He will confirm multiple dates in a single night because he's trying to stack his deck, and then he'll just call, I have 4 dates, so she's not as pretty as the other ones, I'll cast her aside, and I can only date the top level women. And so he will filter out at the very end, usually the night of. He will filter out those other dates, and you pick the woman that is not only gonna be delightful to hang around that night, but probably gonna go home with him. And so he probably got that, you guys get gut feelings, and it's a possibility he got a gut feeling that you just weren't gonna do anything for him that night. And that's okay. That's okay. You're at home, you're with your dog, you're making appointments for, never mind, I'm not gonna finish that. But you're settled, you're good, you're safe, you're at home. You can make plans with another Chad some other time. You're probably in between swiping on the apps and you made this little TikTok. So you're good. You'll survive. You'll endure. And this is just a little hiccup for women like this. It makes it seem like it doesn't happen often, and it doesn't. This is a rare occurrence for a woman like this, for a guy to stand her up. And this dude was probably married, honestly.
I literally just hopped out of a moving car because I was on the date from hell. I tell you, I didn't even wait for this man to pull over. He was over an hour late for our date. Over an hour late to our date. I should have known then to just cancel the shit because you're not respecting my time. However, I overlooked it because I'm like, oh my God, I've known this person since high school, you know, and he's communicating with me, letting.
She overlooked it because he was a huge Chad, and she's already had a little taste of him in high school, and now she wants the main dish, and well, he's about to get it.
Hey, I'm gonna be this amount of minutes late, calling me, texting me, letting me know what's up because there's traffic. You live here in LA, shit happens, he's coming off work, whatever. So I was cool with it. I was like, all right, cool, you're being communicative, I'll still continue the date. He comes to pick me up over an hour late, and when I get in the car, we hug, hey, nice to see you, haven't seen you in a while, like, good to see you, right? And then I let him know, like, hey, an hour late, next time, like, please don't show up so late because, like, I won't want a date. I was being firm, I wasn't being a bitch, I wasn't being condescending, I wasn't yelling, I wasn't being aggressive, none of that shit. I was just letting him know, like, I'm a very punctual person, my time is valuable to me, and if you're going to tell me you're going to be here at 6 o'clock, don't show up past 6.
And I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with. I think she possibly did have an attitude. So here's something you got to understand about women on TikTok. They're not honest. They are going to fit the story to fit their narrative. I would love to talk to this guy to figure out what was going on. You know what? This story just doesn't sound right. It just does not sound right. Why would you wait around for an hour for this dude? Besides him being a massive Chad that you just couldn't help but get a taste of again. You know what I'm saying? These women have no clue. And that's the only reason. That is literally the only reason someone would wait around 2 hours. And actually, for a good guy, a guy that's in her DMs that will treat her right, that will actually be there to pick her up 15 minutes early. Those dudes in your DMs, well, what's going on with them? Why are you hooking up with this dude that you've known since high school, which you've known him for a long time, whatever, but what about all those other dudes? Oh, they're not, they're dusties, right? Yeah, them dusties.
Okay, show up at especially 7 o'clock an hour later. And do you know that this man turned his car around? It's like, I'm taking you back home. Who do you think you are, telling me that I can't be late, picking you up to a date? I drove 30 minutes to pick you up, and I paid for these tickets, and blah, 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 blah. And who do you think you are? Who the fuck do I think I am, sir? This is why they warn you, don't ever date the person that has chased you for a long time, that has wanted you for a long time, because they're usually crazy. I jumped out of a halfway moving car tonight because I could not get away from this man fast enough. And
I think she's lying. I think the car was completely stopped when she hopped out. Everything is so pushed overly dramatic with this story. Oh, he was an hour late, but it was only a 30-minute drive. Are you listening to yourself? Are you insane? How are you gonna be an hour late if it's a 30-minute drive? It just doesn't make any sense. He would have had to have told you that he was on his way, and he probably wouldn't even left the house yet. Doesn't make any sense. And then he's gonna turn around and take you home. Why would you jump out the car? Why wouldn't you just let him take you home? See what I'm saying? This is so story just reeks of lies. But you know, it's TikTok, it's women, they're gonna lie. Sure, why not?
left his door wide the fuck open, and he like busts a bitch in the middle of the street and wheels off. What the fuck is wrong with you, men? Are you seriously mad because someone told you don't be an hour late to picking them up? The woman that you've been chasing for over 20 years finally gives you the time of day? I feel like this is one of those moments where he had it in his mind the whole time to play in my face because he wanted to get back at me from 20 years ago or something.
Well, what'd you do 20 years ago? Oh, see, now we're getting down to the bottom of the story. You have to wait until there's a few seconds left in the video, and then the women always sneak in reasons. Oh, so what did you do 20 years ago? You know what I'm saying? And these women, look, once they get to that hitting the wall age, all they do is think about those dudes that they never gave a chance to, that wanted them so bad, and they still entertain them from 20 years ago. And they even let them play them like this, make them wait over an hour. The dude's playing you, and you're getting played. If any of this even happened, this might not even be a true story. You know what I'm saying? Like every other story that I come across, everybody saying it's fake, this might not even be real. I would not put it past this you can look in her eyes, you can tell she's not medicated. She probably needs to be medicated, because this is one thing, I don't know why you're waiting around for some dude. That kind of tells me where your priorities are in life. Second thing, it's dangerous to jump out of a moving car. So if you did actually jump out of a moving car, you might need to possibly go have someone look at you, you know what I'm saying? And in a mental way, because jumping out of a car when somebody's going to take you home, that's not a good idea. And now you're like in the middle of nowhere. Well, what are you doing?
Mind you, this is not an ex. I've never done anything to this man. I've never slept with him, never kissed him, never curved him in any type of way, never played with this man's emotions. But I feel like because he didn't have access to me for over 20 years, when he finally got the opportunity, he wanted to show me who's boss.
You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like out there. You may think you do, but you don't.
I'm not sure that's what happened. Maybe in your head. This woman has a lot of stuff going on. I don't know about this woman's TikToks or anything. She doesn't seem to with it. She seems like she's struggling, and that's not good. You are entertaining men from your past. Whether or not you say you didn't sleep with him, I think you probably did. You're entertaining this dude that obviously you never gave a chance 20 years ago. Why are you giving him a chance now then? What changed? Oh, he had the come up, and he's got the money, he's got the car and stuff, and you try to show him out. Interesting. If this story even happened. That's the whole problem with stuff like this, especially with TikTok. You don't know if these women are being honest. You don't know if they're telling the truth. I just go ahead and assume that they're just always lying. They're always lying for clout. They're always lying for likes. They want people to see their videos. They're getting 100 likes, 100,000 likes. Some of them get 1 million likes on a video because they have this horror story where the dude said that he wanted to go 50-50 on a check and leave. Don't date if that's the issue. But no, they have to date. They can't help but date. They need the attention. They need the validation. And dating apps are the worst of all because not only does it give them that sort of, it's a very potent validation you get from dating apps because these aren't people that are looking at you as an influencer or as someone on social media. These are specifically men looking, random men looking at these women purely to see if they would, smash. And that's why a lot of women do the dating apps. They don't even, I have a theory that a lot of women don't even like men. They just are addicted to the validation. They're addicted to the situationships. They're addicted to the attention. And then they double dip because they get the attention from the men, and then they quote unquote have a bad date, and then they double dip on TikTok telling their stories, and then all of a sudden you're going viral because you decided to make a bad decision. This is what we're doing in 2024, and I see no end to it. Well, that's going to be today's video. Let me know what you think. Subscribe. I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers. If you could hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and I will catch you guys later. Rat Boy out.